Hello and welcome. Great to be with you all again. And as you can see, I'm here by myself today. And apparently Mercury went retrograde today. And so when I was in the office in setting up the studio, the password on our computer, which has been the same, very simple password, didn't work. So after a frustrating 30 minutes, I had to jump in my truck and drive home. So I just want to invite everyone just to take a moment and just close your eyes and intentionally connect with everyone around the world who's tuning in to this moment of now. Those that are here live with us and those that will be tuning in later to the recording. So just intend to feel, to connect and feel with everyone around the world. One of the things that Alcazar has been talking about the last few months is when you want to do something, combine your intention from the mind with the feeling, the desire in your heart. Because combining these two energies, these two vibrations, makes your intention very strong. So just try that. Just feel that you really want to connect to all these stargaters around the world. So you have the intention to connect and the feeling. I want to feel. And what I'm noticing now is that that connection is getting stronger. I can feel the energetic that we're creating together getting stronger because we've combined our feelings, our desire, our intention together. Okay. So now a question for each one of you. What's happening in your lives? What I've noticed here is that there are many different things coming to the surface, different challenges, different relationships and connections changing. What's happening for you guys? What's happening that's a reflection of the new timeline that we've created, these waves that we've created, these ripples in our timeline that we've created because of the big shift that we made together back in Greece, which seems like a really long time ago. So just type in the chat. Let me know what's going on in your life. And Alcazar just wants to come in for a moment. Beloved ones, we are with you still. We invite you to take a moment to relax deeply. Feel our presence with you. We are with you always, as we have said many times. It is important for you, each and every one of you, to recognize this, to know this, and to allow this. We say allow because, beloved ones, When you start to focus on your daily life, you simply disconnect from the support, the guidance that is always available. This is so important to recognize. And when you recognize that you disconnect, combine the intention and desire to remain connected to the guidance that is available to you. We support you through the energetics of your superconscious self. And as we have said so many times, your superconscious self guides you through your intuition, through that gut feeling, through that sense of where to go, what to do, that intuitive feeling. If you are very fortunate, you hear it almost as words. Some people receive it in a visual way. However it is for you, and for most of you, it is that intuitive sense of, this is what I need to do right now. Can you allow yourself to have a strong intention and a deep desire to become more and more open to the guidance that is available for you? See if you can really tune in to what we are suggesting right now. See if you can really feel a deep desire to receive the guidance from all your guides through your superconscious self. Because when you do this, you start to vibrate an energy into the quantum field. As you know, every thought, every feeling vibrates the field. And the quantum field existence responds to your vibration moment by moment by moment. The response doesn't necessarily come in the moment you have these thoughts and feelings. But there is always a ripple of energy into the quantum field, and the quantum field takes that energy and responds. So the direct response comes through your superconscious self. But we work with you in other ways also. Through the quantum field, through your vibration, situations are created in your life that respond to these internal intentions and desires. We have said so many times, you are the one that is in charge of your own personal evolution. You are the magnet that attracts situations into your life. Beautiful situations and challenging situations, all of which are there to assist you along your path into knowing yourself. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to look at some of the comments that have been coming in about changes that are happening for you. So Courtney is saying, new community coming in and old that do not support new transition are leaving. I think that's happening for many people. She continues, releasing limiting beliefs that are no longer serving me. Channeling gifts becomes more clear. Beautiful. And Thea is saying, since cause it was an all-time high, then health issues came up, still transcending. Health issues, that's something that all of us need to be aware of, whether it's anything quite simple like having a cold or flu, or whether it's a more longer term experience that you've had by some dis-ease that you're carrying in the body. And okay, here comes Alcazar again. Beloved ones, your body speaks to you. Your subconscious speaks to you through your body. If you are in stress because of a situation, your body, your subconscious wants you to deal with this. If you cannot or do not, the subconscious takes over. It removes the stress from your conscious mind by putting it into the body. It takes that stressful vibration and places it in the energetic of your body. So that lower vibration of stress gets placed somewhere in the body. Depending on the situation, what type of stress, that lower vibration gets placed in specific areas of the body. So a simple example, if you are feeling unsupported very often, it can create aches and pains or something more serious in your back. So each illness, dis-ease, has an emotional, stressful root. And as you know, many, many of these were created in your childhood and your early years. But also they can be created in your adult life when you are not dealing with situations that you know need to be dealt with. So, physical dis-ease is a message to you. There are many resources that can help you understand what your body is telling you. We have mentioned these resources in the past. It is of great import now to take care of your body, to start to resolve any physical issues, to free yourself. Because when you release by understanding the root cause of this disease, the body brings itself back into wellness, into balance. It no longer needs to give you that message. Over the years, there have been so many people discovering the root issue and their bodies realign back into health. It is up to you now. When you realign your body to health and wellness, you have so much more energy. Energy to be present. Energy to receive. Take care of your body, beloveds. It is time. Okay. So what other? We have Diana is saying, I had to move this year also, and I'm just getting moved and settled after 6 months. Well, congratulations. And Lisa is saying, I find that with some people I have new, deeper conversations, and with others that they understand less of what I am saying, giving me the feeling that we're on different timelines, thus experiencing life and reality very differently as well. That's a great insight, Lisa. More and more of us will find this realigning with people, with friends, even with family. And one of the ways that you can make this more comfortable for yourself is moving more deeply into compassion for the other. When you change, when your vibration goes up, you're a different person. And those that know you feel the difference. For some, on a subconscious level, they recognize, oh, you've changed, you're vibrating at a high level. And it makes them feel their own resistance, their own limitations. So compassion is needed to understand how they feel. Some people will respond in, oh, wow, that's great. You've changed, what's happening? And you can respond. Or people will get angry. They don't like the new you. They will try and criticize, bring you down. Again, whichever way people relate to the new you, if you can hold them in compassion, then your relationship with them will change in a more gentle, more beautiful way. Even those that are supporting you will feel more supported by you if you bring this energy of love, compassion. Because compassion, as Alcazar has said many times, is the combination of understanding, wisdom, and love. So love and wisdom combined in compassion. So many comments coming. Connie is saying, I was in Shasta in October when you were in Egypt and Greece. I had a marvelous time there where my energy shifted immensely. I was with a retreat group. When I returned home a few weeks later, I was on my teacher Reiki table and a beautiful warmth came over me, and suddenly I was feeling something I'd never experienced before. It was complete, unconditional love and bliss, so beautiful. I wanted it to last forever. Oh, how I want that feeling back. It was really indescribable. I've been with the Stargate for a few years now and appreciate it so much, Prageet. Okay, so this is an interesting thing. When we have a beautiful experience, similar Connie had, we are so touched by it that we want to hold on to it. We want it to come back. You can't hold on to the old. You can't recreate the old. You can create something similar in the now, but not by wanting the old to come back. This is a really important thing for us to understand. So often with relationships, with situations in our lives, with these highs, similar to the one Connie's talking about, we want to have them again. And wanting and focusing on the past will not create it in the now. Take those elements of how you felt and just invite those feelings, though the joy that it brought, the relaxation that it brought in this situation, just remember those feelings, but invite those feelings, not that situation. There's a subtle difference, but a very powerful one. So when you're experiencing something, so as Connie was saying, complete unconditional love and bliss, don't ask for that to come back. Because when you're asking for it to come back, you're relating to the past. Simply ask, I wish to feel unconditional love. I wish to feel bliss. More and more bliss. More and more unconditional love. Combine that thought from the mind to the desire in the heart. Put it out to existence. Put it out into the quantum field and let it go. And every now and again, if you wish to reinforce that energy, you'll be empowering that energetic that will bring those things to you, making it stronger and bringing it closer. But there's a but. If you then start to think, oh, it hasn't come, it's not going to come, I haven't manifested it in the right way, then that energy dissipates. Those thoughts and feelings dissipate what you've been creating in the quantum field. And we do this all the time. And then we get disappointed. And then we say, it doesn't work. So we have to understand that when we put out a strong intention with a strong desire, we need to hold on to that and not dissolve it by feeling, oh, it didn't happen. I wasn't good enough. Understand that existence is timeless. It brings you a response at the most appropriate time. Thank you for that, Connie. And Katie is saying, there is a discrepancy between the timelines that is so obvious. I know almost immediately when I have focused on the 3D. I so appreciate the awareness so that I can choose again and trust my intuition so much more than ever. I feel safe knowing that I'm guided from within. That's beautiful, Katie. That's where we're all moving towards more and more. And Uti is saying, I forgot to have my cocoon on and sank in low energies coming from different directions during the week, but fought my way out of it yesterday, and that I've had a super day today, with surprisingly many things all of a sudden falling into place without extra effort. Well, that's also really beautiful. As most of you know, Alcazar says that on a spiritual path, the ups and downs don't stop happening. It's not just a one-way up. And the downs, those challenges, are gifts. And it's so important for us now to see them as a gift rather than something to get angry or frustrated about. We have to be grateful for everything that happens in our life. When I say you have to, or we have to, if we really wish to move on rapidly, the more that we can be grateful for every situation, the more we clean up and resolve these old issues, as Uti has found. So each of these downs, as we might call them, if we can look at them and say, why have I attracted this into my life? Why is this situation happening? Where was I unclear that created this? Or what's the program? If this is something that repeats itself, what's the program that I have? The subconscious program that keeps on drawing these things into my life. When you genuinely ask, again, asking from the mind, but powered or empowered by the desire to understand, the desire to know, in order to step into the next level of freedom. This is how we take responsibility for our own evolution, as Alcazar has been asking us to do for so long. So Sue is saying, I booked a trip to Sedona in February. It's all unfolding beautifully. I feel aligned to the Stargate. I love visualizing a large one over me and many small ones all over the room I'm in and all over the planet. Beautiful. And when you visualize a Stargate, if you are doing it to invite the Stargate energies, they will be there. And so that energetic will be gently radiating to you. So it's not just about visualizing an image of a Stargate, but to invite that etheric Stargate. Remember, the consciousness of the Stargate we call the etheric Stargate. And so by calling that forth, it supports you. So Carolyn is saying, I have changed these last couple of months that I am stunned of myself. The way I deal with my emotions, no longer my emotions lead me. So much in my character, my confidence has changed. Self-secured, happy, balanced enough, despite impossible situations, and in a war zone, truly feeling untouched and untainted. That's fantastic, Caroline. That's really, really amazing. Well done. And understand that when somebody in the Stargate network is holding on in this way, we are all connected. We connect through the etheric Stargate. When we meditate or come together like this, we are energetically connecting. That's why Alcazar asks us every now and again, connect, feel the connection. What's happening then? We are sharing our beingness in that moment. We are encouraging each other energetically, not in words, but simply with our desire to lovingly open and connect with this global Stargate family. So when Carolyn has that really powerful self-presence, not being touched by being in a war zone, she's sharing that ability to be totally centered, totally creative for herself. She's sharing that with us energetically. So that's really beautiful. Renata is saying old pain and sadness and anger arises that are now visibly playing out in my immediate life. It is overwhelming. Can you all give me support and love? Absolutely, Renata. So the insight, the understanding that is important for all of us, especially in situations similar to Renata's, where so much is coming up. What you need to do, Renata, is take a moment and really be still and ask, what's the trigger behind these old pains? Situation, what's the situation that created that pain, sadness, and that now you're angry about? Very often, situations in our childhood create a subconscious program. And then as we start to become aware of those programs, we're angry. Angry at our parents, angry at someone who did something or said something that really hurt us. So the anger is not necessarily a bad thing, but don't project it out at those people or that situation. Just appreciate that your inner child is responding to that situation, and that you as the adult can look at that situation and understand the other players in that situation. So if it was something from your parents, that they did something or they said something to you and it really, really hurt, it shut you down, then just look at that situation now, detached from it. Understand why your parents said or did what they said, what they did from their perspective. See if you can figure out why they were doing what they were doing. For example, there was a situation in my childhood where my dad was beating me with a bamboo stick. It hurt. But when I look back at that situation, as I have done, he was trying to teach me what he felt was the best way for me to grow up and be as an adult. He didn't want me to do things that went against his way of seeing life, understanding how the world worked in his way. So when I look back at that, I can say to my inner child, he was doing this in a strange way, but it was out of love. His caring for me, wanting to make me grow up in the way that he thought was best. He was hitting me to try and get that message. We all understand that that's not the way to get the message across. But from his perspective, it was a loving act. So we need to really take a look and understand why people did or said things to us that hurt us, that shut us down. Because with that understanding, and when you share that understanding with your inner child, the anger dissipates. The pain and the sadness dissipate, because with understanding and compassion, it dissolves. So, thank you all for the number of comments that are coming in. I'm going to continue because it feels like there's some really important things to recognize here and to appreciate, because so many people are just writing with the changes or the understandings, the situations on this new timeline. And in a minute, we'll go into a meditation and solidify and move more deeply into understanding and clarity. So Karen is saying, I'm continuing to clear out things in the house. I feel so strongly that I should continue until everything has been touched and moved and taken decisions around to keep or to sort out. It feels so freeing. I feel lighter and lighter and have really become so much better in letting go of things, books and old notes. Well, Karen, that's something that I need to take in, because I'm in a situation too where I need to go through and really clean out all those old things that basically we don't need, that we haven't used, that we haven't appreciated. And in a way, I'm being encouraged by existence to do that, simply because we're being asked to move from this home. And so that's a great challenge and an opportunity to actually start clearing out. Because energetically, when you have possessions that have been in your home for a long time, that are just there, you received them when you were in a lower consciousness, and they hold that. They hold the memory of these old energetics. If you start going through your things, do I need this? Yes, I do. When you say, yes, I do, you bring appreciation to that thing. And in appreciation, you are aligning it with your current vibration. When you have something, some clothes perhaps, well, I haven't worn these for a long time. Do I need them? And you look at them, well, they're very nice, but I'm not using them. And so give them away. Sell them. Whatever it is, let them leave your life. Let them move on to someone who may enjoy and appreciate. And so that's something that we're going to have to do here. And I would encourage everyone to take a look. What energetic is held in all your possessions that you have in your home? What is there that you no longer need? What is there that you no longer appreciate? Perhaps somebody gave you a vase, for instance, or an ornament. And when you received it, you really appreciated it. It's great. But maybe you're not connected to that person anymore. Maybe that object, that gift, is not so attractive anymore. And you just kept it because somebody gave it to you. Let it move on. Let someone else who can appreciate it receive it. So, time for a big clear out. Because when you do that, when you look at everything and you discard those things that you no longer want in your life, and you look again and appreciate those things that you're going to keep, then you raise the vibration of those things that you're keeping. And what you do is you create a whole new vibration in your home. Okay, cool. I love what's coming up. Okay. So let's just do another one and then we move into a meditation. Angel Girl is saying, my sharing at the Thanksgiving event has brought a flood of understanding of my current life and what lifetime was the greatest influence. I had been judging myself for wanting and having gold crown moldings, special paints, etc. I finally realized why I had those feelings. A former life, when I was beheaded, created a lot of trauma to release in this lifetime. I returned home to Texas with a respiratory ailment or severe cold. I have been struggling with the knowledge that I have been stalked by a neighbor and others. I suspect that this is what happened in that former life, but I am having serious problems about letting it go. Well, that's a big one, angel girl. And when you say you're having serious problems, you make it serious. You add a heavy energy. It's not serious. It's not heavy. Understand that the very way you identify something in your life makes it the way that you look at it. So you can say, this is an interesting challenge, which I'm ready to resolve to bring another level of freedom. Understand that situations from your past lives may have a ripple effect in this life, but you always have the ability to resolve these issues in this lifetime. You don't have to go back and look at old past lives. For some people, that can actually be a major distraction, because then the mind says, well, it's a past life. I can't change it. It's happened. So, Alcazar, beloved ones, what is a past life? 2 minutes ago is a past life. 1 year ago is your past. It is all in the past. It does not matter whether it is an hour ago, a month ago, or a lifetime ago. It is all past. But all those energetics affect you in the now. And it is only in the now that you can resolve those issues, those influences that you choose not to have anymore. Understand this deeply. Do not project back into the past to try and resolve the past. Bring your understanding of the past into the now. Use your wisdom and knowledge to identify the situation that is affecting you now and release it in the now. Okay? So, thank you for all these comments. I will be looking at the rest of them and tuning in. So let's move into a meditation now. So I just invite you all just to close your eyes and relax. Nothing to do. Beloved ones, as always, inviting the energies of the earth up into your body, into your energy field. Feeling her response. Inviting now an etheric stargate to come down around you. The consciousness of the stargate. By visualizing yourself seated or lying down inside a stargate, you are amplifying the request for the etheric stargate to be with you. It is another way of strengthening the request. So feeling your desire to be supported by the consciousness, visualizing stargate around you. And now asking for the Stargate to activate, to start radiating soft, gentle energies to you. So we are calling for the activation of all the etheric stargates and all the physical stargates around the world. And just feel the gentle caress. And now, as always, we are going to vibrate your etheric stargate faster and faster, moving up quite rapidly today, up through the frequencies of the different dimensions, moving into the 7th dimension right now, pausing here for a moment. Your etheric stargate vibrating at the 7th dimensional energetics. And as we often do, we ask you to ask inside for a strong 7th dimensional energy field. We are calling for a strong 7th dimensional energy field in all the stargates around the world. And your stargate radiates these frequencies to you, relaxing into them, noticing that slowly, slowly your own energy gently elevates, harmonizing with the 7th dimensional energetic. Simply and easily, not an effort, just the relaxation, and it happens all by itself. Very good. And so now we continue to vibrate all the etheric stargates, moving up through the dimensional ranges, up into the 12th dimensional energetic. And so now we invite you to ask for a strong 12th dimensional energy field in your etheric stargate. We call for a strong energy field of the 12th dimension in all the etheric stargates. Very good. And now, beloved ones, we are going to ask each one of you to call for the presence and support of your superconscious self. And so as you ask for this, invite the energies of your superconscious self to envelop you, almost like a warm blanket, surrounding outside your physical body, your energy field, and encompassing you, wrapping itself around you. Almost like bringing a warmth of love to you. And again, visualizing it helps. Feeling the superconscious self, the real you, that is wishing to support your humanness on this rapid path of self-discovery. Feel this. Feel this. Invite your superconscious self to merge with your human self more deeply right now. Feel your desire to be more of your true self and visualize this superconscious self, the energy of your superconscious merging with your human self, merging with your energy field. Inviting this great love, this deep wisdom of your superconscious self to merge with your humanness. Beloved ones, as we have said many times, as you raise your vibration permanently, gently, slowly, slowly, step by step, with each small step that you make, more of your superconscious self can remain in your humanness. And so you become clearer. You become more consciously creating your life and your life experiences. Right now, you are vibrating in the 12th dimensional energetic. So your vibration is higher. So really take a moment to feel this superconscious self that is merging with you. In your daily life, you do not vibrate at this level, but right now, feel the love and support of your superconscious self. Can you feel it around you? Can you feel it merging with you as much as you can allow it? Feel its support. This is you supporting you. The greater you supporting your humanness. Feel. As we move out of this meditation, when you move out of this higher vibration, there is a possibility that some of this beautiful energetic of your superconscious self remain with you. Can you hold the intention to receive as much as possible of your superconscious self in your humanness now and into your future until you are ready to receive more? Can you trust this process deeply enough to allow the love and support of your superconscious self to come into the humanness permanently, just a little bit of it right now? Not to try and hold on to it all, that is not possible. But just a little bit of this amazing being that is you. Just that deep desire and intention can open a little space in your energy field that can be filled by the superconscious self. Just a tiny taste, perhaps, but it will stay with you if you can open and allow it. Mm. You are doing exceedingly well, beloved ones. You are doing exceedingly well. Remember, you are on a new timeline. There are wave upon wave, ups and downs, highs and lows. Celebrate the highs. Express your gratitude. Bring your awareness to the lows. Your intention to resolve. And be grateful for the lows and the highs in your life. For you are evolving and growing. As you do so, you are supported by your Stargate family, and you are supporting them also. And together, you are supporting humanity. We love you and we honor you for this. And so now, beloved ones, just appreciating this moment with your superconscious self. Your superconscious self will always be there for you. For it is you. So we encourage you to feel, to listen to your intuition, to the guidance from your superconscious self in your daily life. And so now, just very slowly and gently, bring your awareness into your body and into your room. Feeling the room around you and allowing the eyes to come open when you are ready. So gently coming back. Okay. So just very slowly reintegrating into the body, feeling that love of the superconscious with you, and let that experience remind you of that support that's always there, and that love that's always there, that caring for you that's always there, wanting to assist you in resolving everything that needs to be resolved. So, a beautiful experience, and thank you so much for all those comments that have come in. I really appreciate that level of feedback that you bring to these gatherings. And as you may know already, you've probably received an email saying that the Thanksgiving workshop is now available. And as we've said before, that's the most amazing workshop so far. The insight and the understandings that Alcazar shared were really amazing. So that's something that we rarely suggest in such a strong way that people investigate, experience, and learn from. So, enough for today. Information is going to be coming out in a couple of days about the New Year's workshop, which is already full, but it will be available online. We'll be streaming it, and we invite you to join that also. So, much love from me, much love from Julianne, who's on the road right now, and we will see you again very soon. Much love. Bye-bye.